Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do kind of an interesting video and just do a wave overview of the summer 2020 sets. This is about a year after they came out, a little under a year, and I finally have all of these sets, and I just kind of want to talk about this wave in general because I think it was really good, and I think it's going to be a slept-on wave overall. Disclaimer before we start, this set here is the 2014 Jedi Interceptor, but it is so similar to the 2020 summer one that I just included it here. The Anakin figure will be different, so I just didn't even take him out of the set, but if you follow LEGO Star Wars at all, you know the thing that went on with that figure being a reuse of the duel on Mustafar. So this wave kind of had everything. It had Clone Wars, some really awesome Clone Wars sets. I'm including the Razor Crest even though it came out later. But that, I'm just including it just because. But it did not come out technically with the rest of the wave, but yeah, I'm including it. You got some original trilogy, some really good original trilogy sets, may I add. And then a couple of the sequel sets here that I personally enjoy as well. So we will start on this end here with Grievous's Starfighter. I personally really like the build here. You're getting a good... I almost said you're getting a good value. You're not getting a good value really though, which is the main issue with the set. For 80 bucks, the build is pretty small, albeit it's very accurate size-wise and it looks really good. This just is not an $80 set. A $50 set would have been nice. See the figures down here. Grievous, I'm missing 2 of his arms, but I have multiple of him, so that's fine. The Obi-Wan figure there, of course, you've probably heard some people complaining about the torso, which I partially agree with. I don't think it's a huge deal, but yeah, it would have been nice to get the more accurate Obi-Wan. And the 212th Airborne Trooper, which I have a bunch of the old battle packs, but that one looks really good with the new leg printing and new skirt piece. Next here, the AAT. This is a pretty iconic set already because of our 2 minifigures there. The 332nd Trooper, the Ahsoka Trooper, is going to be a very sought-after figure. I actually have 2 of these AATs now, and I'm hoping to get more. That Ahsoka figure was really exciting when she first came out, although now it's kind of everyone has one, and the head there isn't super accurate, the head tails, but still is a really good looking figure. I don't even know where to begin with this set here. The 501st Battle Pack, the 501st Clone Trooper, I forget what LEGO actually calls it, but this set is just kind of crazy that this exists. I think I have 7 or 8 of these now. Probably pick up a couple more to just kind of keep sealed just for fun, but the build I personally don't enjoy. I think they're kind of ugly, but of course that's not what you're buying it for. Those figures are so awesome, and the Jet Trooper was just a really nice surprise as well. So overall, Clones was really going crazy in 2020. We got some really good Clone Troopers. And then, of course, Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. It's very similar build to this. You get the same fit. You get an R2 figure and the Anakin pilot minifigure. There's some changes and improvements on the 2021, but I just didn't pick it up because I really didn't see a need to. But 30 bucks for that set is pretty good, and if you don't have one, it's a nice build, and I can kind of get the gist of it from the old one here. So yeah, overall Clone Wars really good. Really happy we got all those sets. It kind of knocked all a good amount of figures we wanted. So moving on to the Mandalorian here. We just got the Razor Crest. This was really exciting when it first came out as well. The minifigure selection, looking back on it, isn't too great. You get the pre-Beskar Mando. This is the first time we got Grogu, so that was really exciting. We have Greef Karga, which I think will be the last exclusive minifigure to this set, because IG-11 here is going to be in an advent calendar, and then we get really nice Scout Trooper. But this build is honestly really good. I was kind of hoping we'd see like a $200 UCS one for May the 4th, and I hope they consider doing that in the future, although if you watch season 2, you know what happens to it. But yeah, really nice build. And again, this came out in like September of 2020, so it's a little little younger than the rest of these sets. My most recent set that I bought here, it's kind of a little messed up, I don't know why, is the Death Star Final Duel. I made a little review of it, kind of crappy, but the set itself is really nice. You get some pretty good figures, mostly just updated, like Palpatine's hood piece, that's updated. Rail guards are the same. Episode 6 Luke is the same, but the Vader here came with arm printing. You can kind of see there. Can't really focus too well on it, but that was really exciting to get for 2020. And we also got the arm printed Vader in the Bespin Duel as well. But I really am impressed by that set there. I think Lego upgraded it really nicely, albeit it's a little too expensive, but it looks really nice, and I'm happy I picked it up. And if you don't have any of the original trilogy figures there, that's a great way to get all of them. Next is a super popular set, the AT-AT. This is my first one, actually, and I'm really happy this is my first one because I think by far the best play scale version. It looks the best, and the interior is just really impressive. Like, you can fit, you got your speeder here, you can fit in the back. I won't actually do it because I only got one hand here. You can fit the E-Web in there, and you can fit a bunch of troopers, which was just great. And, of course, you could fit 3 figures in the cockpit. Can't really show that too well, but that was also something people were asking for, and I'm glad it got done. So those were the 2 original trilogy sets, and then the last 2 were sequel sets. Starting with the Night Buzzard here, the build is pretty lackluster. I think it looks decent from the outside, although that really kind of shows its true colors. There isn't much interior space, which sucks, but I'm just really happy they made the last 2 Knights of Ren figures here. They are just so good looking, and I think these 2 might even just be my favorites. I forget his name, but he is my favorite Knight of Ren, and I was kind of worried they were just gonna not make the last 2, so the fact we got those makes me pretty happy. And you can find the set on clearance for the most part, and I mean, it looks good on display, so just those 2 figures, Lego really knocked it out of the park with them. And then the last set here is the Resistance ITS Transport. This is kind of an interesting set. It came from Galaxy's Edge. I've never been there, but I hope to go there one day. But I just really liked the look of this ship. I think it looks really cool. It's like a nice little troop transport. You can kind of use it for Rebels even. It has the door that drops down. And I don't know. There's something about it that looks really nice. All the engines on the back. It's just kind of nice to spruce up your collection. It's got the blue in there, which makes it pop a little bit. And the figures were pretty decent. You get the new, what's that species called? Mon Cala figure. And then little First Order droid, and of course a Gonk droid, which we're getting another one in summer 2021. So yeah, there was 8 minutes of rambling. Now, overall, I just think this is one of the more impressive summer waves we've ever gotten. Although I think it's going to be outshined by the 2021 wave we're getting here. That wave is just insane. But this one, I think, gets a little too much flack, especially for some kind of more expensive sets like this one, and then a couple other things. Maybe the Night Buzzard that people kind of hate on drags it down a little bit. But overall, I think this is just an amazing wave. We got 501st Troopers back in style. We got the 332nd Trooper. We got our first Ahsoka in such a long time. Obi-Wan, I guess we've gotten him a little bit. Airborne Trooper was great to get. We get another Grievous. First time we got the Child. Those figures were pretty nice in that set. Arm printed Vader. You got an updated Admiral Veers. General Veers, I don't know which one. Got the last 2 Knights of Ren there in this wave. Overall, just figure-wise and build-wise, I think we were pretty lucky to get this wave here. So, yeah, overall, I gotta say this is just one of my favorite ones in a while, and I'd like to hear what you guys think about it too. So make sure to comment below what you think about this wave, and if you prefer the 2020 summer wave or the 2021 summer wave. and I will really excited to compare those two when they come out, because I'll probably be buying the whole 2021 wave on day one, but we'll see. And if I do that, I'm happy to compare these two waves. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to stay tuned. Should be getting those sets very soon. I'm very hyped for them. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and take it easy.